This is Hank.
Hi, I'm Hank.
Hank is a cute noob on a money-making journey.
I got bills to pay.
He has one goal, and that's...
I want shiny gilded armor.
Yes, Hank wants gilded armor. So we will try every money-making method under the sun to help him. Last episode, Hank unlocked the gilded helmet and has his eyes set on the kite shield next.
With this shield I'll play the field.
Today we will be exploring forgotten towns across RuneScape, places that people usually overlook, but might just have hidden and untapped money makers. We will be starting with the Tyrus camp, which is a secluded part of Isafdar, the Elven Forest. You can gain access to the camp during the Regicide quest, with the fastest travel method being the charter ship from Catherby. The general store at the camp is quite interesting. They have in stock a range of halberds, and a lot of these actually sell for a lot more on the Grand Exchange. So we'll be focusing on adamant halberds, which we can currently sell at the GE for a markup of about 3k. Keep in mind, we'll need to take the charter ship each time that we go to the camp, which will cost a fee of 800 GP per trip. That's if you have the quest Cabin Fever completed and a Ring of Karos A. Otherwise, the travel fees will be too expensive to make this method viable. Let's see how many halberds we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to get 300 halberds for just over 2.6 mil. These sold for 3.2 mil, meaning we made a total profit of around 667k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 2 mil per hour. Staying in the Elven Forest, let's head over to the town Lletya. To access this town, you will need to have started the quest Morning's End Part 1. And our best travel method is using the teleport crystal. There is a range of shops in this town, but we will be focusing on the seamstress, who sells a range of different dye that we can sell on the Grand Exchange for a profit. We'll be targeting the orange and purple dye as they have the largest markup potential. Let's see how many we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to buy 260 orange and purple dye for 3.1k. These sold for 334k, meaning we made a total profit of 330k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 1 mil per hour. Okay, next we'll be heading to this tiny little island, which actually has a subscribe button. Yep, just a bank chest and a subscribe button. Hint, hint. Okay, next we'll be heading to an actual island of substance, that being Nardah, for quite an interesting little moneymaker. To access this island, you will need to have completed the Fremennik Isles quest. We can travel there via a ship in Relica. Due to the forestry update, Arctic pine logs are currently selling for about 800 GP each. These logs only require a woodcutting level of 54 to cut and are fairly close to a bank. They are also quite AFK, which is always a bonus in my opinion. Let's see how many logs we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to cut 162 Arctic pine logs. These sold for 128k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 385k per hour, but I'm guessing this will go down in time. Alright, just across the road, or rather just across the ocean, we have the town Jatizso. To access this island, you will need to complete the Fremennik Trials quest. Same as Nardah, you'll need to take a ship from Relica. There's an armor store on this island that we've actually used in the past to make another money-making video. We previously sold a range of armor for profit, but today we'll be focusing on just one single item to try to maximize our profit per hour. Mithril plate bodies can be bought for just over 2.6k on the Grand Exchange and sold for 3.6k at the store. We'll be selling 1,000 mithril plate bodies. Let's see how long it takes and how much we can make. Okay, we managed to sell the 1,000 mithril plate bodies for just over 3.3 mil, and it took about 40 minutes. We originally bought them for just under 2.7 mil, so our total profit was around 628k. This means the method would be approximately 950k per hour. Next, we will be heading to another nearby island, which is the Lunar Isle. To access this island, you will need partial completion of the Lunar Diplomacy quest. You will also need a seal of passage to interact with the NPCs here, unless you have completed the Fremennik Elite Diary. If you don't have the seal, you'll be teleported to Relica. On this island, there's a strange house with chicken feet that you've probably seen before. It's home to the NPC Baba Yaga. She sells a range of runes and staves. Today we'll be focusing on her battlestaffs, which we can sell on the Grand Exchange for a decent profit. And just a quick shout out to JustJ4718 for suggesting this method. Let's see how many we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to buy 520 battlestaffs for just over 3.6 mil. These sold sold for just over 4 mil, meaning we made a total profit of 400k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 1.2 mil per hour. Next, we'll be heading to the desert town of Nardah to see if we can find something to buy and sell for profit. Traveling to this town is fairly easy. You can use a Nardah teleport, which will bring you to the center of the city. The magic carpet system can also be used to travel from Pole to Niche. The desert amulet can also teleport you here, or you can use the fairy ring code DLQ, which will take you just north of the town. Once you're here, there's a hunter store that's quite close to a bank. If we buy butterfly jars, we should be able to sell them for profit on the Grand Exchange. Let's see how many we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to buy 1,620 butterfly jars for just over 1.6k. These sold for 123k, meaning we made a total profit of 121k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 363k per hour. Next, we'll be heading to Shazian, a city located on Grand Current. A great way of getting here is using the fairy ring code DJR and running southeast, or teleport to Xeric's Lookout using the Xeric's Talisman. Once you're here, you can find a weapons store in one of the tents. You will need 20% Shazian favor to use the store though, so keep that in mind, but that's really easy to be quite honest. This store sells a range of weapons, but we're looking for black scimitars. These scimitars are actually fairly rare since you can't smith them, and they sell for a decent price on the Grand Exchange. If we buy and sell from this store, we should be able to make about 1k per scimitar. Let's see how many we can get in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to get 231 black scimitars for 179k. These sold for 343k, meaning we made a total profit of 164,000 GP. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 493k per hour. Next, we'll be heading to the spooky town of Darkmeyer. To access this town and use the shops, you will need to complete the quest Sins of the Father. Your best travel method is to teleport with the Draken's Medallion. Now, there's quite a few stores around this town, but I'll be trying out the Lantern Shop. This shop sells candles for 3 GP that can be sold for a decent profit on the Grand Exchange. Let's see how many we can buy in 20 minutes. Okay, we managed to buy 540 candles for just over 1.8k. These sold for just over 69k, which is way lower than I originally thought, meaning we made a total profit of around 68k. If we times that by 3, we'd make approximately 204k per hour. And heading now to the jungle, we'll be trying out a store in Brimhaven that we've actually used before. Davin's amulet store will purchase specific amulets for quite a markup if you get them from the Grand Exchange. Last time we tried this, we sold a range of different amulets. This time, we'll just sell power amulets to try and maximize our profit. And last time, I also forgot to wear my Karamja gloves, which also increases your profit, so we will make sure that they're equipped this time around. I've bought 1,000 power amulets to sell. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, we managed to sell 1,000 power amulets for 3.3 mil, and it took us about 40 minutes. We originally bought them for just over 2.1 mil, which means we made a total profit of 1.2 mil. That works out to be about 1.8 mil per hour. But keep in mind there is a bit of competition for this method since the last time I posted it. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. How much money did we make for Hank's Gilded Armor Fund? We made a total of 3.7 mil, with 2 items left to buy, that being the Gilded Kite Shield and Scimitar. Last week we had 2.5 mil left over, which means we now have a total of 6.2 mil, and that's enough to get the Gilded Kite Shield for 5.6 mil, and the leftover 600k will be put into our fund.
Hi, I'm Hank.
600k has been added to our fund. Next episode, we'll try and unlock the big ticket item, the Gilded Scimitar, for 15 mil. And there you have it, a range of hidden moneymakers found across RuneScape's forgotten towns. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video. Why not chuck a like on there for good measure as well? I'll be back next week with another video. Okay, bye.